And we are back. Alabaster Box with Dee Dee in California. We already tapped out already on her conversation. Charisma
tapped out for the rest of the show.
Charisma tapped out, and TK's here. She's back on DFWIRadio.com. Thank you guys for tuning in today. So we have a special guest, Nikita Ferguson.
Come on,
right?
Ferguson.
AKA Nikki.
Yes.
She is here with us today. So you guys know, well, we all kind of know, especially being women, how breast cancer has affected either ourselves or people that we know, our mothers, our sisters, our aunts. It is a huge thing. So we know a lot of people that have beat it and have survived, and we know some people that have not survived. So like it's a huge, huge thing for us. And I want Nikita to kind of share, or Nikki to kind of share her story, her testimony of around breast cancer. So I know you say your hashtag is the best candidate.
Yes.
That's the hashtag.
It is the best candidate, but first I'd like to give honor to God, because everything that I do, everything that I'm trying to do is because of Him, and I just thank God for Him giving me or allowing me to be the vehicle for this cause. Yes, my hashtag is the best candidate, and I have trademarked that. The best candidate means I do feel that I was the best candidate for my family. My family's here, my friends are here. And I always use my mom, and I said if it were my mom, she would have died with the information like, oh, I'm gone now, you know, I'm tapped out. But God chose me and my family. Everyone looks up to me. I'm the youngest, but everyone looks up to me. And for it to happen to me, for them to see on my best day, on my worst day, it's still a great day. And that's what I tell everyone. I'm the one who found my cancer. 2 months going in back and forth to the doctor. They told me that it was mental, that I was just crazy. I went from doctor to doctor to doctor. And one thing I want to leave with everyone, do the self-check yourself. Don't wait for a doctor, don't wait for a mammogram, don't wait for an ultrasound, because I did all of those things and they still told me that nothing was wrong. Over those 2 months, the tumor continued to grow in my breast. I wasted 2 months of my life, but I don't even see it as wasting 2 months of my life, because even after that, God has not let it move. I do say that I'm already healed. I have t-shirts. I believe that in my heart. I'm healed, and I'm only going through this for someone else. And that's how I live. When I first got the information, I cried. I cried on my boo's back. She's here with me. I cried. But after the human me stopped crying, I realized God got me. And that's how I live my life every day. I've started a charity called Kindred Angels. My mom helped me come up with that name. I wanted Kindred Spirits because we're connected in this cause together. So I wanted a name to represent what brought us together. So Kindred Angels is the charity. I'm only 2 months in, and I told Big Husky this morning, as I talk about everything that I've done, it's only been 2 months. And it seems like it's been 6 months, a year. But God has blessed this in such a great way. Every morning I post messages, just shining light on God. I posted a message before that last year. I said if I didn't get married, if I didn't buy a house, or if I didn't go get my PhD, I'd feel like my life was worthless. I was playing, just joking, but to just say how we speak things into existence. I said when I turn 35, I'll be 35 in December. God blessed me with a soulmate. God blessed me with a house. And He also allowed me to get cancer. And I'm just thankful that I was able to pass the test. I pray to God that I passed the test. Being diagnosed with cancer, it's different. I lost my hair. I had a lot of hair. But what God didn't take from me was my smile. And I'm thankful for that. You know, when I went to cut my hair, people, oh, don't do that, don't do this. But I asked God, I said, I have a 10-year-old daughter. I have a family, I have a soulmate. If you leave me here with them so that I can live a fulfilling life, nothing else matters. And that is how I feel. That is what I believe. I'm not the best Christian. I'm not the #1 Christian. But one thing I do have is the faith of God, and I stand on that every day. Even on my worst day, which I don't even think I have worst days, knowing where this could take me. It's all about Him. And everyone surrounded by me, everyone that's doing this cause, they can feel it, and I'm thankful that they can feel it, and I just pray that God continues to send me in directions. Went to my daughter's cheer. I didn't think I was gonna meet Big Husky to bring me here and for you guys to invite me here, but it's here. And I feel that this is only because God is shining on me, and I think I'm pleasing him. That's why he continues to put me in opportunities and put me in places where I'm able to do what I can do for him. It's not about me. I'm just glad he chose me and gave me the outlook that my life has gotten better with cancer, and it'll only get better with cancer because I have claimed life. I have claimed healing, and I'm only doing this to show everyone else that's battling this terminal illness. And I'm not gonna say we raise our hands for it because we didn't, but I'm just thankful that for me, he chose me, no one else in my family, but to show everyone that there's life after cancer. Cancer is not the end. If you believe that, if you feel that, I'll fight for you. Reach out to me. I'll do anything that I can. I'm hoping that God takes me away where I don't have to work and I can do this all the time. But just reach out to me. I hope some of my faith, some of my strength, some of my any and everything, my smile, if only my smile, because even on my worst day, I can still smile. Even if I can't talk, if I can't text, if I can't post on Facebook and on the website, I can still smile. And that smile will let everyone know that God's got me and I'm okay.
I can tell you it was an inspiration, because we always say it's a faith thing, right? And just to hear you say that is encouraging to me. So a lot of times we're like, you know, my problems are the biggest problems in the world, and just to hear you just have you already claiming the victory before you just walking through it. So with Kindred Hearts, so like what's your website, or how can they get in contact with you to kind of learn a little bit more about your organization?
Okay, it's called Kindred Angels, and the website is TheBestCandidate.info. You log on, there's contact information for you to reach out to me. What I'm trying to do now, I will be racing this Saturday at the Susan G. Komen race, but we will be providing medical and mental respite for cancer patients. At my chemo center, I see lots of different people that have different types of cancer. And there are things that's not covered by our insurance that people don't even think that they need. We get cold, we get hot, we get in between. So I just want to provide those things that we don't get, you know. So on the website, you'll see what my purpose is. You'll see what my mission is, what my motto is, what I pledge to do. And I pledge to claim life, to give life to others, and to just be that person for them. Right now, I'm doing teddy bears. I met a lady at chemo 2 weeks ago, and she had esophagus cancer. She didn't want to talk. She didn't feel like talking. It was too much to talk. So with me doing the teddy bears, on hers, I'm going to put bells on it. And I'm going to put a grease board. So when she doesn't feel like talking, or when she can't talk, she can shake her Build-A-Bear, or she can write on her grease board what she wants or what she needs. So just little things like that, you know, just to let somebody know that they're okay. The Build-A-Bears, they're small, they have a smile on their face, they're soft. You know, you might not want to talk to anybody, you might not want to, you know, see anybody, but the bear to them, and it says the best candidate, to just let them know that they're okay. We were chosen for a reason, and I always laugh and say God loved us a little bit more, that's why he chose us, but we were chosen for a reason. It's not meant to take us out, but even if it does take me out, I have the outlook that if God takes me with him, I've already served my purpose. So either way it goes, it's good.
And I think that it takes that type of faith, because, and you know that everybody may not be there, but it is those that are there to be able to reach back and help those who haven't quite gotten there. And to know that whatever you're facing, whatever you're dealing with, you can overcome it. And a lot of times we don't want the ultimate, where it could say it ends in death. But to hear you even address it and to talk about it and to know that I'm okay with it, if that be the case. But that's not where my faith is, to say, okay, well, Lord, just take me now. No, we're going to fight, and we're going to do what it is that we need to do, and I'm going to continue to believe God. It's just like Hezekiah. When the prophet came to Hezekiah and said, listen, this is it. Get your house in order. Do what you need to do, because you're sure you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Hezekiah said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I need you to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Remember me. Remember the things that I have done, because he loved God. And he turned his face to the wall and he began to pray. Because of his faith, God extended his years. He added to his life. And then on top of that, the people that were tied and connected to them, they were freed. They were delivered. So all of the things that needed to happen, that was not just for him, but even those that were tied and connected, things happened for them as well. And so I think that when we get to that place and we understand that whether it be cancer, whether you're fighting diabetes, whether you're fighting high blood pressure, hypertension, or whatever it is, or if it's just the fact that you depressed, whatever your situation is, wherever you are, to know that that's not the end. Your condition is not your demise. It's not how things it has to be your ending. Your condition does not have to be your ending, but your condition can really be your beginning.
I had a coworker, tell me that I was depressed. And I questioned why she felt I was depressed. She said, because if I were going through cancer, and if I had a daughter, I wouldn't be happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very strange to me, and I told her, I said, well, I'm glad I'm not you. And then also, you must don't believe in who I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was never a point, and it was never a point that I was afraid. I mean, my human self was like, oh my God, you have cancer. But I was never afraid. And I think, I know we go through things through our lives to prepare us. As when I was younger, I used to have allergies a lot, and I would have to go to the hospital. And my mom would always feel like it was something that she had done. And I would tell her that it could always be worse, Mama. Yeah, I'm in the hospital. Yeah, I'm swole. Yeah, I gotta use EpiPens, but it could always be worse. And I think I went through that, because that was a lot of my years. I think I went through that only to prepare me for this. Because I do believe that God knew if I could accept that it could be worse there, as the worst came, I would be okay, still knowing it could still be worse. Because even now I meet people that they're going in and out of the hospital. Every time I go to the hospital, to the doctor for checkups, my vitals are great. Everything is fine. And my doctor said, Nikita, what are you doing? And I said, not to say I'm not doing anything, but all I do is believe that I'm okay, and I pray to God.
Mm-hmm. And
she was like, And I'm like, but that's it. And that's what I believe. And I'm not doing anything. I still eat McDonald's. I still, do the things that I probably shouldn't do. But I believe. And if I haven't had a stronger faith before now, like I need a t-shirt and a sign, because I have the faith of, a million. And I don't think about cancer until I scratch my head because it's cold, it's like, oh, I have no hair. But cancer does not drive my life. Cancer is just like losing a job. You pick it up and you get yourself together. What do I do tomorrow? And that's how I look at it. And I do pray that God blesses everybody that I come in contact with my message. And if there is something that I'm saying or not doing, that he corrects me, because my only mission and my only purpose is just to touch someone and give them life. Life that Christ is real. Jesus is real, and as long as you speak it and believe it, it will happen.
Amen.
Absolutely, yeah.
I do want to ask you, because sometimes all of us are kind of different in our faith walk. Some of us have a little bit of faith here, and our faith grows, so we go from faith to faith. So with you, at what point during your faith walk did you say, hey, I'm ready? Because right now your faith is unbelievable. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably not where she is. Because if I got that news, I probably would cry for like a month, maybe 2 months. Like I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to be where you are. So like, as you've grown with God, Like, what was your faith? Has it grown since this happened, or was it before then? You already knew?
I've always had the faith in Christ. Mom grew up, in church. My faith became this in May when God allowed me to lay on the bed and feel the lump in my chest. Not to say I knew it was cancer, because I didn't. I just knew something was not right. I didn't hurt. Nothing happened other than him allowing me to find the lump. And then as I continued to go through the doctor's appointments, I knew something was wrong. He had already let me know something was wrong. So going through that period from May to July, when he allowed me to learn from a professional. And that moment, it just burst into what you see right now. But I've always believed in God, I always known God, but I can't say that I was where I am today until he picked me and I felt that I was being used to show a message, to take a message on. It came like this.
That's beautiful. That is. It's so encouraging. It is. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm just like.
I mean, because you hear so many horror stories, you hear so much, and when you hear somebody who believes and their faith is where it is at this point, to where nothing, shaking. And like you said, you may have what would be considered, what most people would consider a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have it, it still doesn't negate what I believe.
Right.
So I believe. But today was one of them days where I just kind of was like, listen, I'm human too.
Come on.
Yeah.
And you have a lot, and I think I wish everybody could see, but to see the type of support system
Right.
that you have, and I think that's one of the things that is key, because most of the times a lot of people shut down when they find out